I'm happy to see it.
Yeah.
Again, I haven't been blown away by some of the Yoru plays we've seen from Na'Vi, but
the concept is good though.
This is the time to make best use of live games, right? Yeah.
And what a chance to bring it out against someone like FUT, who is extremely diligent on this map. They are certainly no slouches, probably one of their best maps that they've challenged some of the better teams out there with. So if you're going to try and run something to test out its validity, how conceptually good it can be, this is a fantastic one for them. So let's see what Na'Vi can do about this, because it is going to be Na'Vi on the defending side and FUT, of course, on the attack. Kiwi already looking to take that space, and cNed hits the evacuation button.
Yeah, down to 10 HP as well. So the plant will come through here.
Spike planted.
B site. Flank coming through nice and early as well, but the turret will spot that out.
But I like there's bodies behind it. It's not just one player exploring. They've got at least a little bit of synergy with both of them there. Still a little bit of kit as well for the fade. Just heard that invested from Zyppan. Should at least facilitate that push up a little bit deeper, but this is the crunch that can get a little bit tricky. MOJJ already taking a bit of chip damage, but there's no real big step towards the site yet. They do need to get some commitment behind this.
Yeah, there is the time. It's ticking away right now. MrFaliN will find the first. Zyppan and actually MOJJ and Ata all find kills.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, so far so good. FUT in control here. No threats made by Na'Vi. That was decisive.
Individual performances coming through. Ata for me being the highlight, but
yeah,
everybody stepping up to the plate this season for FUT.
I feel for me, initially, it was like the Kiwi show. Initially, right? Because he was the easy one to identify. But you're right, it was that collective elevation. Every single player was there. Because as much as, yes, one player can be the standout, it takes a team to support it, which is what we saw. How many times we said, oh, if the Neon doesn't get support, not going to find that sort of value. Every single time that team's been there. So great to see FUT in this form. Wait and see if Na'Vi can do some chip damage here. Again, you've got a really big buy coming out from FUT. Nothing really missed. Bulldogs, yes, but those two Phantoms as well joined. ataKaptan and MOJJ with that. ZUYGETSU dealt with. This is gorgeous from FUT. Yeah, the site's theirs.
Zyppan going to try and get ahead of the smoke, but craxs there to greet him. Plant will come through. Shao.
Spike planted.
Sheriff in hand. Doesn't want to go just yet. No way for Angel to maybe find an angle, but FUT basically resetting off of default here of a very comfortable hold once again in round 2.
I'm still so mad I never bought that share.
One enemy remaining.
It hurts my feelings every single time. Yep, I love it. I really do.
It's not an Ion though. Ion Sheriff is the best.
I don't know, that looked pretty juicy. Oh look, got a little warmer in this matchup. Again, it feels like testing, experimenting to a degree, trying to face the best and learn what you can from it. And Na'Vi, big challenge here. It's not one. Angel goes down first and foremostly. ataKaptan, fantastic. First draw of blood there, and they can sit a little deeper. They've still got 120 on the board.
Now just have to rely on SUYGETSU in terms of utility. Is committed already towards A side to split through this rubble control. But still happy to show presence behind it, actually. It's going to keep a couple of members of Na'Vi interested in a bit of a gap towards C here. Still one member of Na'Vi present. Curious of actually how much Zyppan wants to commit to this. It's an upgrade actually from the...
It's big for FaliN.
From the Sheriff, from MrFaliN, yeah.
Yeah, unretrievable, unpoliceable, really, excuse me, for Zyppan there. He had to just kind of accept it. Seas goes in, doesn't do too much in that.
Well, it's like down 2 and 3, but...
I guess it gave a little bit of room for Shao to maybe try and catch a pick on the cross, but by this point, Spike's back into hand. Zyppan looking for someone to maybe show above, but he's not going to get much play into that. Does he get a good reveal? Not really. Didn't get much information at all, and cNed's been caught on the backlines. So FUT, once again, just showing sheer dominance. Beautiful work here. A hefty bonus round, sure, but doing exactly as prescribed. And Zyppan still finding no play from CT.
No. Yeah, basically, since the beginning of this execution. ZUYGETSU will come through, we'll find one, but not going to amount to much more. Zyppan will follow through, but 2 rifles retained.
I'm just looking to what Na'Vi trying to attempt to do to dissuade these site takes, because there has been very little denial of it. And already, yeah, I don't think you're going to get much more this round. Maybe Angel hits a couple of big boy shots, but barely getting out with his life at this point.
Doesn't want to continue to pressure here. Does have cNed, but I think he's going to want to wait for FUT to go elsewhere to try and get that Guardian back, potentially.
Poison's off.
This will be a test of patience for a moment. And the ult cycle is just building so favorably for FUT. already having MOJJ with that lockdown is wonderful, sure.
Well,
But
potentially the lockdown in the pit for the next buy round from Na'Vi.
Huge.
So one of those cut and dry executes available towards any side. FUT going to catch this rotation towards A. Zyppan in position once again to maybe figure this out, but it's a very deep position towards heaven.
he can't really challenge too much. Maybe catch one on the cross towards site at best. Oh, the smoke's already there. Yeah, he has no opportunity to really punish much. Commits
30
towards the
seconds
site
left.
itself, so trying to sit a little, I guess,
Spike planted.
further. That's a shot. Hold on. There we go. A little bit of fire in the belly.
You
cNed.
run.
Well, there it is. Lockdown going to come out this round. Don't know if they even really needed it here, but we're going to find out if there's enough threat to be warranting committing the lockdown. Turret's gone down. Tree's been overrun. And the lockdown has been dealt with. But back to task. They still need to deal with this spike. First tap on it. Draws out some of that utility. ataKaptan buying precious seconds here. But now there's the next tap. This one needs a little bit of commitment behind it. There it is. Effective trade to FUT. Fantastic work until then. And Zyppan trying to play the time, but he's running low on it. And the spam from ataKaptan is just perfect.
And the draw out of the lockdown, which is a big win for Na'Vi. cNed actually on the operator here.
Whoa, Zyppan's gone down so quickly.
Yeah, just spammed it. Where's the death
corner?
marker? Yeah, on the corner.
Yeah. The protocol this from FUT is just so well established. We hadn't seen this early take really out towards this side just yet. We'd seen that constant challenge on the other side of the map. Maybe noting that there could be the chance of the operator coming out, something simply that they've just kept to the forefront of their mind, or they just wanted to hit this site themselves. Again, we have not seen enough stopping power from Na'Vi yet. Nothing's really stopped FUT having what they want. A little pause for thought here.
The smoke's interesting as well because it's over towards Mound, but cNed's actually ahead of it, so he has the information behind it. I think that's an attempt from FUT to really draw a rotation, or at least plant the seed that they're stacking up towards Mound and rotate it away from this first blood on Zyppan. Crack's knife will give that away though. Well, no Angel on site. The split's going to come through towards B here.
Overwhelmed. Shao can do nothing about it, and there's still that split coming in. And with that utility now removed from the play, more freedom to be had. MOJJ can hold this. cNed can't swing wide. They have no control on this B site. This take is so well crafted. FUT are actually such a treat to watch on this. Na'Vi need to somehow get scrappy in this. Try and dissuade these gorgeous takes, but nothing has worked so far. Yes, they've taken down Kiwi, but look at the scenario they're in. There's a plant, and there is that pit in play. So once again, what are you going to do with that operator? What are you going to try and do to make any progress now?
Nothing, especially with MrFaliN finding a flank here.
Done.
Find Angel looking to retreat and hold on to that rifle, but
So what's the answer to this, right? Because they've been getting what they want. They've had site takes, they've been getting that ability to then split through middle, they've been winning out towards C long. A lot of the kind of, I guess, tick boxes are going in their favor. How do you stop that from happening? What would be your first port of call?
For me, Na'Vi need to kind of prioritize one extremity. You can see cNed looking to get aggressive, control some of that early space. I think he even outlasts his TP. Saving onto it, because I think MrFaliN swings into CT and
Okay.
cNed fires off a shot.
Right. They're leaning on these B takes again. It's the right call. And the door was open, given a chance. This is much better. Proactive on the extremity, reaps the rewards. cRaxs goes down. Res should be there. I don't think much can deny that. No. Oh, and a second bite of the cherry. That time Zyppan got punished. And Angel trying to drift up a little aggressively. They're going to get overwhelmed here. cNed did a little bit of damage, but it is nowhere near enough to stop this. And the perfect protocols once again from FUT, reading into this buy so well. Completely navigating around that operator as to what he would want to do. There was a little bit of an opportunity with that door swung open, but even then, only able to do a little bit. cNed tries to his best to keep them away from this operator, but they are hunting it down.
Yeah. See, even here, actually, does Kiwi catch him?
Yeah.
Or he's going to spot the edge of cNed's player model, I believe.
Yeah, MOJJ has been called in.
No, he's not. I was going to say, he was looking towards the right side there. Going to try and get a little bit aggressive here on A, but it's tempered.
Yeah, there's bodies behind this for Na'Vi. They've tried to put a lot of presence over towards at least a challenge on A. And they found out there's nothing behind that utility. At least they've made a good educated guess at this point, and then it puts that pendulum swing towards the other side of the map, towards C. Kiwi has been exceptional at this. Does he get any more benefit? Yes, of course he does. And the follow-up is...
playing insane, by the way.
This is genuinely perfect Valorant we're seeing coming out of FUT. Fantastic reads on the buys, fantastic site takes. Na'Vi are locked out, and Na'Vi are good at this game, make no mistake.
Look how decisive FUT are, though. As soon as they feel a little bit of pressure on A site, there's no shift walk back through spawn.
No.
It's, guys, let's hit C.
There we go.
Kiwi slides in, we follow up, and the site's on a platter for them. I mean, there's not much
wow.
that Na'Vi can do here. It's a 2v5. They have to stop on the front door.
And then they've
Shao
just...
setups towards B as well. Sorry.
No, you're fine. There's just been no stopping power wherever they go. That was the first attempt to at least kind of deny that initial intent coming out from FUT by taking that fight towards it. ataKaptan went into his body on the line. They've got so many numbers behind this. ZUYGETSU's left on 7 HP. He can make nothing of it. And look who's waiting, who's prowling. It's Kiwi. Yeah, FUT are out.
Maybe if they get a pick, they can reduce the numbers of FUT slightly. Might see that investment come through. But it's another one where it's going to be difficult to really get aggressive on either side of the map.
But I love this progress.
Nice.
Now, this one it has been dealt with, right? Zyppan actually got that shot towards cRaxs, but even in their defaults, they still try and make a little bit of progress somewhere. Playing slightly deeper towards A, they get a good foothold towards the site, even with 4 alive. They slip back into having MOJJ towards B, and they leave the 3 to try and take the side itself. Tricky, but I think that paranoia is good. And Kiwi's ahead of that. He's got a little bit more freedom than maybe they'd expect, but that's going to help things out. They get that reaffirmation of information. Kiwi looking to find some impact. That's 3 players on the side here. Do they read this, or do they keep going forward? They do, but they fall foul to it. ZUYGETSU, body in the right place. Finally having that impact they need. There's MOJJ now in a 1v3. There are recoverable weapons. But it looks like Na'Vi haven't quite gone for that yet. Angel fancies a bit of it, though. Wants that rifle to hand. So he's now got himself in a way better position here.
Anyone without, I was going to say, but Shao's come forward. cNed actually commits to the TP here. Does get back behind, but Angel's going to clear things up regardless. Na'Vi actually dig their heels in here. Happy to...
Kiwi. First round for him to get an operator out as well. I wonder if he gets the punish this time, because Na'Vi won't have that same freedom to be able to try and find that first pick here, right?
How much do FUT slow it down with an operator?
Still making quite decent progress.
Yeah.
120, they're up deep. They're not waiting back at all. And they're not going to find that same success off a peak by the stairs. Spam going to come in, finds really nothing, and Kiwi is playing deep on this. He's gotten a little further ahead than maybe they'd like, but they're calling for backup. You're going to have 4 players on the other side here.
They're baiting out ZUYGETSU's utility so well. He has no snake bites ahead of this hit, and cRaxs has found cNed.
They've slipped so deep, I think, actually they've been able to isolate that Viper over towards tree. Na'Vi, great damage from the back of Shao. Lockdown, just to give them at least a little bit of a moment of respite. Temper this aggression. MOJJ, huge pick though. That's opened up a chance towards this B plant. That's massive work from them.
Actually going to try and increase the gap as well, yeah. MrFaliN's got his TP as well. He's lurking still towards rubble. Might try and get behind this rotation, but he's a little off pace, I've got to say it. He's not been given an audio cue. He has no information to act upon.
They can at least kind of funnel them just towards CT with that Killjoy utility posted, and now this very late flank coming in from FALIN. Yeah, this isn't bad. At least they know that no one's gone past this way, so they can solely focus towards CT. Allows Kiwi that confidence to hold that angle. Now gets to dip away. ZUYGETSU, there's a slow creeping death coming behind him as well. MrFaliN does get found. ZUYGETSU's mad, by the way. 4 HP, does get out of here, but it's a round nonetheless for FUT. And the way they're manipulating this game, the way they're manipulating the map, the rotation routes, is beautiful to witness. The scoreline is certainly rotten if you're a Na'Vi fan, but it's very pretty.
The mid-rounding is on point for FUT.
Yes.
Every time they're presented with a problem, there's a decision immediately.
Yeah. We're going to see that once again. More dedicated start from Na'Vi, taking all the space up, trying to take towards that broken wall. And they're just going to post up Angel towards it. Now, with all this said and done, they've had to respond quickly off the back. Na'Vi now having to post 3 players on towards the other side of the map. They're putting a lot of faith in Angel. There's no double dip. This is their sole singular focus. cNed waiting on site. Has support here. ZUYGETSU by his side. Shao, not too far away.
Run.
But the lockdown. Just contingency plan on contingency plan here for FUT. They're going to cause the evacuation of the site. Nothing can really take this away.
cNed staying until as late as possible with TP away. Isn't rewarded with a kill. Does have his ultimate here for the retake. And cRaxs and ataKaptan one away as well. And that is actually going to get the pit off the plant.
There's that ult though. How much do they get for this? Spots 2 on the site. Big information. They got to get going though, and cNed. Wild attempt, and it's worked. But there's the response in kind. Kiwi going to pop the ult just to get a little bit more dangerous in case that was even possible. MOJJ going to sit a little bit deeper as they've lost that back line, really. A little bit of worry there, but the paranoia and smoke looking to be committed. MOJJ going to find Angel, tap on the spike, draws the attention, can't quite find the kill. And it forces the swing from MOJJ, and it's all on Kiwi! Come off it! Surely he doesn't find Shao. Surely. Oh my god, he's considering it. He's thinking about it. Shao now creeping closer. He's got him dead. Well handled in the end, but making something out of nothing. Wait, no way. The timing.
I think he's just got it. Maybe. Oh my god!
Wow. Yeah, I guess he could have just tucked in a little bit longer, forced him to be literally committed on the fight. Yeah. Wow. It's the second round for Na'Vi. Again, cNed's taking all of this space. No one there to open the door for him this time, though, so he won't have that same impact. cRaxs going to pop the ult as well, so that should allow for the side take to be much more comfortable.
It's the same hit once again. Last time they had the ult go on, but SUYGETSU finds two.
How? How's he managed that? SUYGETSU just dips back in, finds what he wants. Is this the end goal? Keep in mind, the spike is with FALIN. Tap on towards it, see if he can draw a fight out. SUYGETSU creeping closer. Fight comes in towards the door, and cRaxs answers back. A is vulnerable, and they are running.
They baited out perfectly with the spike tap, but Shao is here nice and early. This Kiwi, he's wise to it. He finds it.
Spike planted.
Na'Vi are getting outplayed.
Yeah?
Every single scenario, they are being outplayed here. A real rare treat. We said this is going to be the scene of two specialists fighting. FUT on this map have really reigned supreme. It takes a real special team to be able to take it away from them. We've seen it, but Na'Vi not looking like they're in that ilk. They can't compete at that level here.
Standing.
And cNed, well, that's a lot to achieve. And a good attempt, but not good enough. Yeah, FUT are.
The cRaxs just absolutely deletes two players.
TP. Wait.
I was thinking about
I'm getting flashbacks to Redgar.
Redgar, SUYGETSU TP.
Please don't do it again. But they're having to pull off a side take against three players here. This is a lot. And Kiwi walks in, strides in, and takes down two. What a monster of a player. SUYGETSU is just... he's not having a good day here. Not a good day at the office at all. And Zyppan and Angel have no say in this site. Wow.
Pit will be dropped. Zyppan and Angel, the last two standing here. Well, no, the MOJJ is still here by the investment of the Nano Swarm, but FUT are just waiting things out. We'll only spot one. It's just Zyppan suppressed by that. He found two. He found a third.
Zyppan is on for it, but 12 HP ain't much to play with. That turret's dangerous enough. The crowd may call for it, but it may not be right.
He needs the ace.
Oh! Devastating. We're seeing it. It's actually happened. It's such a treat to have been on this journey with them to this point. Now this is only map one, right? Na'Vi, going through the list of things. This again, it does feel like we're back in somewhat testing territory here, trying themselves against the best. There's no better practice to be had. And Na'Vi going to be softened up as they try and get towards tree. And actually, one's going to fall. Zyppan's gone down. Angel delivers towards ataKaptan, but it's scrappy. They've got themselves an advantage here. One player to the good, and the plant soon to follow.
MrFaliN coming through here on the flank. Should be noticed by Angel. Yeah, definitely now. Yeah, no clue that this is here. Angel, the freest kill you'll see all day. cRaxs now in a 1v3. Shao tagged up, but I think Na'Vi are going to give this away. Shouldn't give him an opportunity to play back in here, to be honest.
Nope. Nope, there's a firing squad
round. A really important stun. Nonetheless, doesn't come through. Shorty here for MrFaliN, a scope in the hands of Kiwi. 3 rifles for Na'Vi to work with.
Oh, well, dearie me.
cNed has had probably the 2 roughest days of Valorant I think we've seen in a long time.
And it's hard to see someone so sweet just being bullied.
And somebody so talented. Killed in some of the ways that he does.
Yeah. That's a little unfortunate, but here we are. But with that bigger threat removed from Kiwi's hands, the main one is going to be that shorty, but trying to find value with it here, not going to be easy. And it's pause. It's Na'Vi waiting. See if there's an overextend. Again, they don't have the capability really for much of it. Do they recover the weapon? It might be filtered back through.
And the shorty's filtered, for sure.
And they go, no, I think B looks better.
Yeah.
Why go into what looks like a stack?
30 seconds left.
Yeah, plant should be coming through now. If they can keep 4 standing, they'll be happy enough with this. As long as you don't lose that Bulldog, the 2 Vandals, everything else is, you know, irrelevant. Oh dear. Well, there we go. And that's recoverable. Vandal, bear in mind. SUYGETSU is posted on this.
Semi-committed.
You can't back away. Luckily, they're low HP. Very hard to trade effectively when it's this man up against you. Let's find out.
So Na'Vi very comfortable behind this, actually, with Shao just bringing the Sheriff into this. For Na'Vi potentially to get some progress towards a key ultimate here. Probably looking towards Shao or SUYGETSU in terms of the attack. Maybe even cNed and Zyppan as well, depending on
Toxins going up.
where they set their sights. Actually, very early collapse towards this with an alarm bot behind. Feels as if this is
time to jump.
Intended to follow through with.
For that pop, there it is, commitment towards the site. cNed's there. ataKaptan seems aware of their chance. The flash could have forced him to turn, but not a favorable fight for cNed. Trying to control this, needs a little bit of utility to maybe facilitate something like that. A 1-1 trade, not bad for the overwhelm in the end. Zyppan good spacing, but qRaxs gets curious. Does the damage on the back lines too. Spike here to go down, there's still pressure on this site, still a 3v3.
Still got some agility to work with as well. Knife will go through, does still have the fragment, he's going to clear out center site with it.
Paranoia just to make sure. Oh, and they're just falling like flies. Angel 19 HP and a 1v1 to be had. Omen v Omen. Smokes TP's all there. Oh, the timing's just right. Angel slides back on through, catching full. Kiwi is in the right place, but is it the right time? Sheriff and a dream, not gonna happen. Angel completes that TP and does well. Na'Vi, well considered of the crossfire they might be holding towards the site. They actually fall away from this.
You gotta be careful here. Yeah, I was going to say MrFaliN trying to get an angle, but the turret will prevent him from catching this rotation, or at least a kill ahead of the rotation. Shao, beautiful shot to open things up here. Na'Vi, 5 strong, 2 left for FUT. Still looking to
Taking the tour.
yeah, and maybe go and retrieve the orb outside A if it's still there.
I mean, you've got SUYGETSU's one away,
Yeah,
cNed's, Zyppan's. Loads to be looked at. Shao's a little far off, but is it there? Maybe they already got it, who knows. At this point though, site should be theirs. They're gonna just get it off the plant potentially.
I mean, this sets them up for an A site hit next if they get Zyppan's ultimate and cNed can just retrieve an orb at the start
30
next.
seconds
Yeah,
left.
which is very, with the plant coming in,
Spike
that's
planted.
Zyppan's on.
I mean, with Ata playing there as well, it's one of the anchors for FUT that can really slow down the site hit. So I'm curious actually if the awareness is there from FUT, because we've seen that sort of execute from Na'Vi a few times.
So good. The other role, speaking of, is Kiwis. All there's really to play with for them in this. Falling one off isn't going to change much. qRaxs, maybe something, but let's see. Na'Vi going to take their time here. Want to get the lay of the land.
I feel like as well, I mean, the ults will come in potentially the wrong way, unless Kiwi... Has Kiwi popped out?
I didn't hear it
Yeah, I
at the
didn't hear
start,
it.
so.
Yeah, it is popped.
Oh, okay.
For the sake, because FUT are broke after this.
Who's next?
Well, there's one of the ults. That's going to be cNed investing here. Sees nothing close by. Might spot one. Yeah, that's going to be fallen. Hello, Paranoia is real nice.
I was considering coming out there.
He's seen 2. Yeah, this is big info. But while all this is happening, there's no intention behind it. There's no commitment. TP taken. It's on Kiwi to hold this back now. Spots out 1. That's huge. Couldn't do much more. A little too far away to make that impact work. So Zyppan's on the trade. In towards the side quickly. cNed just about getting ahead of that. Another all invested. They are investing everything behind this one. FALLEN needs to get away out of there.
And everything they had, to be honest
30
with you.
seconds left.
Plant's
Spike
there, though.
planted.
4v4 though. No paranoia, just one flash for qRaxs here. A snake bite available still for Ata. So not much utility to work with. Have to find some kills early here if you're FUT.
Not getting much. Now cNed back to watching that cross. Leaving just one really on the site.
Where are you?
Does have the support from Zyppan. They're getting closer though. Angel's starting to feel that pressure. Just the breath on the back of his neck as qRaxs is right there. cNed's gone down. Now they're getting worried. FUT are actually really working this one out, denying the first. Swing on it. Angel's only going to find so much and down to the 1v1 here. Need to get on towards that defuse. FUT tested. Line up. Oh my word. Great damage, but still. Round. Going Na'Vi's way.
It costs a lot.
Show me something. Show me what you got, Kiwi.
His purchase down to 50 credits.
He doesn't want to give it away here,
No.
though. Yeah, he's like, that turret would give away the game. And Shao might be questioning that a little bit. And this is... But does he just Shao! You nasty man. Kiwi's gone. The operator is recoverable. I don't know if they fully saw what he had in hand. Potentially. And now the pressure's on the site, though. This is scary. They're going to go for that lean through towards B. It plays in. MOJJ! Oh, they almost lined up. Not to be, though. Now they know what the plan was. They've heard that rattle on through. They continue towards site FUT and trying to get a little cheeky with it, trying to find an angle to play with. He does have a rifle, so it's not without a little bit of validity, but Na'Vi just smothering the site scene. It's not pretty. That was a really rough spray, but it's got the job done. So ataKaptan maybe trying to back away.
My ultimate is ready.
Get that operator and keep it for a rainy day.
Spike planted.
I mean, an opportunity here as well, with the pit being in play for the next round. I'm just concerned a little bit about the purchase down to 50 credits. Na'Vi getting comfortable in terms of the finances. Going to want to try and hunt this down. Shao will find it.
Right, 8 to 10 now.
Once again, kind of neuters him, right? It's not as if he can really get active here in the early round. He's got to tuck into a corner on site and hope that Na'Vi feed into this.
Does he get the chance to bring it in? Can be held off for the first attempt. Flash goes in towards Tree. That's how the captain turned. Swing on the side. MOJJ is there. cNed goes down. Kiwi still holding his breath, waiting patiently. Time to swing and FUT hold. They gamble with this many players on the side, and it works perfectly. This time, Na'Vi finally halted at that front door, not having that same point of access, and it will be 11 for FUT.
Flawless as well. Able to...
So they're kind of implying a similar look, right? This is looking like the same site take. So they're going through that same protocol list. Do they get a punish on the rest of the map, though? They still haven't drawn that fourth player here, but there are still 3 from FUT on this side. Shao's going to be spotted. That's cRaxs getting the full information off the back of that. But it looks like I think Na'Vi have figured out there's just that additional body there. We don't like this. We don't like what we walked into last round.
It's good that it's preemptive from MrFaliN to slow things down with a smoke as well. Just on the back of tagging Shao with the knife. You say, should buy some time for the rotation, but it's not coming through just yet. Should be a ton of info off that TP, though.
And it's a long rotation even for cRaxs, who was the closest man by. Basically puts him at the same time as Kiwi coming over. So the site is looking vulnerable. The double pump. You absolute little fakey boys. Na'Vi trying to pull a wall over FUT's eyes. And
MOJJ is still in range of his utility, though, here.
That is good. That is one small benefit here. Gives a little bit of support to ataKaptan, who's tucked in that corner. And now we see that same site take. Na'Vi just trying to draw them away. Zyppan this time wins out. MOJJ actually got Zyppan on that. The commitment was there. Lockdown going to come back in. What do they do about this? 20 seconds, a counter lockdown. But MOJJ is getting active, and he's caught off cNed. He wants to close in on the site here, trying to make the best of the bad situation. And FUT find the punish. Only one more standing. What can Shao do?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Wait.
MOJJ is detained. Does he hard clear him? He does.
Yeah,
It's
he
just
does.
MrFaliN left.
1v1. FALIN's finding the space! Shao didn't expect him to slip that close. Thought he had a second or two to play with, and he didn't. FALIN taking them to 12. Beautiful. What a round as
The
well.
timing on the lockdown overlapping is
Surely
actually
you don't go
insane.
back to trying to fight towards Shao. Yeah, totally different look here. So going to try and lock down middle, lock down B basically with that pit very early on. So there's got to be an instant switch up, right? They know that, well, ataKaptan's no longer by tree. What are we walking into?
I mean, there's the expectation here from Na'Vi that potentially now there's a second or third player committed towards this A side hold to account for that change. It's actually a very passive hold from MOJJ, but I believe committed towards a position on site. He's not up in heaven. Now he is. I think on the back of the sound cues here, but Na'Vi reconsidering things.
What do they fancy doing? B just feels like a death trap.
This is a good setup though. Kiwi's holding here with the op, and actually Ata has the wall here to immediately throw up behind to potentially slow down anybody else from Na'Vi wanting to swing on it.
See if he gets that first pick.
He got cNed before the ult popped!
Oh, no way! That's devastating!
Just before it full casts.
I thought
That
he
is
had it through.
ridiculous.
I thought he had that.
Show me that in slow-mo.
Yeah, please, because you heard the audio cue. It looked like it was already there, but no. Wow.
Lothar is going to be in tears watching that.
And here's that nightmare for MOJJ, though. Does he get a little bit of play in this? Very unorthodox positioning. Trying to make
10
this
seconds
work
left.
as they do funnel from trees. Going to be able to catch across. Look at the time, 7 seconds. They need to make a move. They need to make it now. Denied. That's the round pretty much wraps at this point as long as they can stay alive. This has been marvelous to witness from FUT. Bring it against.
I'm sure actually if that... Did that tag Shao? No, he just sent a smoke out, so it didn't. cNed here, ready to greet this. Taking any damage here, potentially going to flash in. Oh, there's no swing to come off the back of that from Zyppan, I think. Okay, well, the door drops and Shao actually finds a kill.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got away with that. They were just kind of drifting up, but now they're going to try and pounce off the back of it. Shao still handling them well. MrFaliN's gone down. cNed back on the site, overwhelmed in the end. Shao couldn't live there too much longer. But cNed's in trouble. Yeah, MOJJ got down there pretty much unscathed.
It was a jump scare on cNed, but ataKaptan and Kiwi tagged up 29 and 20 HP.
Spike planted.
So MOJJ has to be the key component here. SUYGETSU has to deal with his trip, so they're going to know about the flank nice and early.
Smoke's down.
I just don't know where they find that pressure point. I guess ataKaptan is low, but this angle takes a deep clear. Oh, that's... he knows there's a flank coming as well, so he's very aware that he is vulnerable as hell, trying to display his life.
ataKaptan.
Yeah, Angel, can you deal with him? Yes, okay. ataKaptan's gone down. It's taken a big chunk of time, though. And now this really nasty reposition from MOJJ. Should be able to punish the cross-up. Angel gets caught. He should do. Ooh, it's not clean. And SUYGETSU's still alive, but time. He doesn't have much of it. You got to get a move on, MOJJ. You got to get there fast. SUYGETSU's got it towards halfway, MOJJ. They're out of time here, SUYGETSU. Not going to have it this time around.
There, even if SUYGETSU swings out there, I think he want to swing on for that trade. There's a real pause in between a response to that first kill that came through for Na'Vi.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, I felt a little disconnected. Now, camera dealt with, you're going to see an instant response from MOJJ getting out of there. He does have that Vandal, so you don't really want to be caught with that on your own. Isolated. Burst towards the site, though. They've got somewhat what they need. That second cross going to come in now. Does get caught. cNed, good damage towards cRaxs. TP's on in. More? No, Spike is down now. Four still alive. And Na'Vi do some damage. FUT gonna find SUYGETSU, taking away a couple of these potential targets. Slow creeping death up the rope. FUT's found Angel. And a 3v3 now. Can they make it towards the side though? But still have their work cut out here. Shao, that's a shot. Takes down MOJJ. Here we go, game on now. This is huge. Kiwi still got that Vandal though, and that could be a problem, but Shao's gonna get this to halfway. Done a great job in that. Oh, that shot needs to be kind of sharper from cNed. To readjust, but you can see the utility coming into effect. Costly, yes. Fresh.
See how Na'Vi look to approach some of these buy rounds now. A deep wire on the back of this wall going up towards Arcade. Lots of bodies on the other side.
Yeah, he's got to have seen that,
I
right?
think so, yeah. I mean, he was talking on the player cam
Found
there.
my wire.
We'll know now for sure.
Camera
Okay,
taken.
you know it's split. You know it's pressure from both sides. SUYGETSU facing towards tower, that's been removed. So where does he look now? Angel tucked in a corner here. Flash is going to come in, so he's going to lose a little bit of vision here, but it's Zyppan to catch a cross. Swing comes in off the back of the contact. Na'Vi holding this down perfectly. And MOJJ gets found for free. Big hold there from
You can
Na'Vi.
see what we saw on map 1, which is Kiwi sliding into the choke points, not sliding onto site, sliding through them.
That's an interesting setup for Na'Vi. No aggressive stance at all, but you can see on the other side, right? You can see it on towards B. They're getting proactive through
walking it,
underpass.
yeah.
I quite like that. They had the deep cam there anyway to kind of facilitate this, but it puts a lot of pressure on the other side for Na'Vi that they have to hold at least a little of this site, but they can't challenge. That's been quite telling as well for FUT if no one's been trying to maybe apply a little bit of pressure. We've had that free walk up through Dish that was deadly last time as well towards cNed's life. But the map feels smaller now, but they're being held back by some of that utility from MOJJ. Here comes that push, Kiwi. Stunning start, couldn't get the follow-up, good trades. Angel though makes, oh my word, Angel! Where's that come from? Bloody beautiful. Now the 2v1, not comfortable at all on the other side.
He's going to try and slip through, yeah. I mean, he's got the Rolling Thunder here. Doesn't have confirmation on the second player's whereabouts just yet.
Are they going to read this? When do they even consider it? The timing's just right. Fallen. Oh!
You can
Thought
see,
he had it.
yeah.
He thought
on that. Well, the ability here to at least find some information. Probably won't see it here. Zyppan actually going to get one away from the Nightfall as well.
Stealing sight.
Paranoia is just perfect. Offsets the timing. Smoke comes back in. Yeah, there's no easy pick to be had. This is lovely.
Right there.
He's got to be careful actually of even just spamming into this, but scrap that. He's found a kill.
How dare you doubt him? Because he's been having such an easy time.
I was going to say, just because of what we've seen.
Oh, hold in. This
The
is
backstab
not...
as well.
Yeah, the timing on this. MOJJ's timing is so hard to work against. Shao,
Spike
fortunately for
down A.
Na'Vi, finds a great bit of timing. Even able to readjust for Kiwi.
Just on the drive-by.
Beautiful. Angel. One's been red. That's a round from Kiwi.
This guy is insane of Na'Vi.
There's a little adjustment of utility now as well. I like that. You kind of have to start respecting it. You're forced to keep it in mind here.
But the one thing is, it's pulling a trip away from a choke point that you're going to expect Kiwi on. I mean, he's just here on this round, funnily enough. Yeah. Probably identifying that, yeah, there's not been any utility previously, if you can find anything.
Ooh, this is all about timing now. I think Angel's given up playing towards it. They've got a good take towards it. Oh, Kiwi slowed down on his roll, and Shao succeeds, mauling them on the way in here. Can he do any more? Yeah, I think he knows it's time to try and dip out of that one. Too much pressure coming his way. qRaxs wanted him dead. Not going to happen, though. Now they have to try and flood the site. Oh, old pop from cNed.
Try and find some information here. Yeah, he's found a lot. They're going to actually go for this. Yeah, he's going to flash out. Does catch it, the C's does hold though.
That's so well done, very well timed. Allows a little bit of play, but a bit too close on the pillar to be finding many more value. qRaxs gonna punish it. Forced to relinquish any sort of pressure towards the side here off the back of the ult as well. But the wrap comes in from Shao, just spotting the shoulder of ataKaptan. Can they find the other player as well? MOJJ has been considered up here a couple of times now. But playing together with ataKaptan, they want to fight, and they win it. Perfect work in unison. Now trying to pressure towards CT. They're going to slip slightly further ahead. The swing just ahead of him. Oh, she doesn't have any more bullets to play with in here. Bloody hell, I thought he ran out of bullets on that one.
I thought Shao got both there. Or maybe not for a Vandal in the next. Sorry, a Guardian in the next. But one thing I've definitely got my eye on now is seeing Angel switch things up. So not going to be applicable here because he doesn't have any trips available. But the sort of execute we're expecting to see with that stimming. Oh, but Kiwi gives on away, to be honest. Digging a little too deep.
And I don't know if he had a rifle, but that
he
could,
did.
Yeah, okay, that is recoverable for Angel potentially if he just wants to try and press that corner. That could work. But anything more from Shao? Oh, the ult as well, didn't even think about that one. But the timing's just right. Playing just ahead of it, popping, getting all the information and doing nothing with it here. And now finding that cross feels impossible. Very difficult. cNed tries it, nothing to be found off it. qRaxs waiting patiently. Even at the swing from tower if they feel it necessity.
Found one.
Hold on. But how do you get the other players out of these positions? You've got a rifle to play with, you get it to half. Someone needs to check on this. And yeah, gonna be done. But
Fault
don't
line.
allow any more problems.
Let's say fault line actually connecting on both there, to be honest with you, because that doesn't feel like it's working too well. I mean, Kiwi a little overzealous in the previous, but FUT was able to recover in that anti-eco.
Oh dear. Well, this read is going to be horrific, isn't it? Angel, all alone, trying to handle it. How much can he do? They have the same point of access. Can he at least hold back Kiwi? That's the big question here. You're going to see that considered beginning the flash through it. He's going to be noted. They're going to be taking damage here. They've at least held off the pace. They've held them back a little, but not by a lot. Kiwi's still alive and still trying to find Shao on towards the side. Zyppan catching the cross, and Na'Vi holding this until then. Kiwi over-delivering. Needs an ace. cNed and SUYGETSU, can they hold this cross? Can they make him work for it? He does have the spike. He doesn't have to do this if he doesn't want to. SUYGETSU barely giving him a step.
3 players towards dish this time. The Fallen will retrieve the orb, but no Rolling Thunder available.
Do they continue along that pathing or do they back? There hasn't been a real follow-up from the spike, and they've still got that A main control, but they've pulled the 4th player over towards A. This is gonna be tough again. they do end up deciding to end on B, this time it's Shao who's going to have to try and deal with a lot.
I mean, it's actually a nightmare for Na'Vi, especially if Shao falls and doesn't commit towards a retake. Because if FUT can get in, find a clean plant, they have the orbital strike.
Oh dear. And this is now when you're worried because you've just committed so much.
Yeah, nice
Great work. Needs to just fall away now. He's done exactly as much as he really could. Maybe a shot through smoke is all else he could get, but there's still a little bit of cognizant that there is that flank, and MOJJ is here. So he's going to get the backstab. And cNed seemed very paranoid about this. It's a double pump.
Yeah, MOJJ has been able to relay this information.
30 seconds
He's in
left.
a very deep position here. Does he get checked?
No, not well enough. Angel goes down to it. And now there's problems aplenty. Orbital strike, even going to claim Zyppan's life up towards heaven. Spike needs to go down pretty soon.
10
We
seconds
can see if there's any
left.
denial on it. I don't think so. Fallen
Molly
finds Shao.
stalls this out.
Yeah, this is massive. What a lovely pivot coming in from FUT. cNed would need someone to make a massive mistake here for him to get that chance to work in. Zyppan already down low on 37. Two basically watching that cross, third to swing on it if they need. Yes, they catch one, but even beyond that, where are you meant to find value? cNed trying to creep a little closer, but he knows that time is just not on his side. It's time to walk away and keep those weapons.
Yeah, I mean, SUYGETSU down at 600 credits. Angel and Shao still have the money to buy here, so you have to scrape something together, but FUT will find their sixth here. Another example of just the mid-rounding being on point from FUT. MOJJ, again, threads the needle in terms of this timing.
And cNed was about 3 to 5 seconds away from catching him on it as well. It was very slow. He was still considering it. Big question, isn't it? It's a very big question. I think I'm surprised we haven't seen a timeout maybe to get a grip on this, but maybe they still feel that they have a round in hand, just want to really get the lay of this, but seeing that early look towards the A split, 3-2 as it stands. This time cNed is here, posted up a little deeper, but we've seen constant pressure and problems coming in from MOJJ, and FaliN has the ult. Zyppan too close, and cNed finds a pick towards main. So Zyppan does only have that stinger, but he's in the perfect place for it. Making it hard work, but KRÜ isolates cNed. They still don't know about the follow-up.
I know exactly.
Now they probably will do. Now there's problems aplenty. KRÜ's found more. FUT are just flooding through this one. Angel and Zyppan need a lot. That's going to help, though. Spike going to go down where it stands. Maybe they can defend this. KRÜ going to pop the ult and try and get a little closer. Has support here, 2v3. Can these two players from Na'Vi hold on to it? No! KRÜ again!
KRÜ is just nuts with this ultimate, man.
So good! Zyppan's tucked under the drop. It looked like a nice little way to approach it, but then they found no value off this.
Going to leave a cam here in main. Not been checked just yet.
I mean, even by this point, they're basically on the site.
Yeah.
There's no one here to stop this.
It's a gamble from Na'Vi.
You've got to make the best of a bad situation, I guess, but how are you going to do this? Unless that reveal shows you everything you need, which it won't. You're now in some real trouble. Plant going to go down for the second time of asking. No pressure on it. cNed tries to get a little closer. Not falling foul for this, and now there's problems. FUT holding the back of the door. Yeah, those rifles are really coming into effect here, 4-2. Shao and Zyppan looking for a mistake, and they're not going to find one. FUT holding it down. This is excellent work from FUT. 16-8 for KRÜ. What a performance from him already.
When he finished the first half on Lotus like 20-5 or something.
Yep, and the commitment over towards Arcade might be the downfall of them. Let's see if they can work anything out for Na'Vi, because FUT are on the site. KRÜ's going to take it. Get full control, spam, yes! Zyppan, even going to get a second for it. Finds a second almost for free here. MOJJ still going to at least answer one back, but the plant's going to come in. Angel gets a little proactive over towards Arcade, still holding that down, catching MOJJ. And now qRaxs and ataKaptan, how'd you hold this one? Angel's already here, overwhelmed, now done. ataKaptan bests him. 3v2 now. TP taken, Shao first brave couple of steps. ataKaptan takes the swing, and he loses the fight.
And the flash comes through from qRaxs, but Ata unable to capitalize on it. A 1v3 now, though.
Oh, this is horrific. 3 players, finds one. SUYGETSU doesn't allow for that reset at all. He's taking...
So good for the swing.
Yeah, no mistakes made on that.
We qualified, and a lot of people thought we would. We're coming for Tokyo. This is the form we're going to bring.
It's massive. Because, again, it's probably not the team you'd not necessarily not expect, but it's a surprise. It's an over-delivery. Wait and see. There's 4-8. Still plenty to be played for. Na'Vi, though, need to show diligence here, as FUT have turned up to play.
Kind of spam damage, actually. Is that more to cNed as well, actually? But Angel actually the one to find first blood here. MrFaliN will be dropped. I'll be able to stabilize a little bit, but it's a heavy lean towards Arcade here.
And you can see Kiwi trying to explore that, but I don't think he's going to get much play into this. He's having to depend on the others.
If they get locked out here, it's going to be difficult to break back through. The plant's not good for them.
No, you're absolutely right. Kiwi's keeping their attention drawn, isolating Angel, and finds a second fight. Oh, just ran out of bullets, but look at the success everywhere else. The drawn fight doesn't allow for a refight on this, and you're right. If they got locked out, which they did.
Yeah, a little bizarre to see that. Well, cNed, okay.
All right. Okay, well.
Balance restored.
All is equal in the world. It's drawn first blood, though, so FALLEN going down again. A little rough for them. Double swing. Makes it impossible for SUYGETSU to answer. There's no way you get out of it.
He's the sort of person you want to be double swinging on.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
you can't give him any sort of bad spacing or bad timing. He'll absolutely take down both of you somehow. But it puts a really tough predicament into the hands of Zyppan, Angel, and Shao, finding any room. I mean, they've really barely left spawn here at this point. Long way to go until they get towards one of these sites, and Angel's still anchoring this down. Excuse me. MOJJ is still anchoring this down. So how do you get past him comfortably? You've already got Kiwi clearing his way through. So as long as they don't fall for free, it's a very hard round for Na'Vi to navigate.
They note with the camera being active there. Oh, this is a retake setup by Angel. Actually, we'll find Kiwi.
Spike down
What
A.
will respond? Spike drop though.
30 seconds
in a
left.
precarious spot.
The HP on Angel is rotten to work with. 13 HP is all he's got to bring in. Still does serious damage. That's much down to 5. Okay, you've got to depend on ataKaptan and cRaxs a little more now. Yeah, just around the corner, 13 seconds, they've got to make this cross, do some serious damage, not going to happen. They made something out of it, got a little threatening, but in the end, all that early damage was really rewarded.
They won the fist around in the second on Lotus, so...
It made it a close game, right? Like, it brought it back to actually being something worthwhile. Now, I'm going to get a little nervous here. MOJJ not afraid to give away much here, just to spam on the wall, but he's going to hear that open. He knows there's presence behind this. Angel the one creeping closer. MOJJ should see a lot of this. How much can he do, though? That's a lot of presence coming his way. See, they're going to get across towards the site.
Gets ahead of the trips as well.
Very nice. That's to be then dealt with. But the spike didn't make it across. So there's still that cross to be had, and it's still potentially a problem. For the third cross to happen, it's in. That should be going down now.
MOJJ's position will be revealed once again by the trip.
Spike planted.
Well, FUT now just commit towards doing some damage, because I think bigger picture-wise, it's arguably unwinnable. Unless something crazy happens off this fault line by Kiwi.
Maybe Kiwi dives in, gets a freebie on towards cNed. There's nothing free, he's dipped out. He wasn't sticking around for that nonsense. But they are back on the site here. And Diffuser's gone down. Next one, who's willing to try it out? Second time. Uh-oh, MOJJ holding the line at least. They're trying to dig him out of this deeper post-plant hold. Not happening though, Na'Vi keeping 4 standing. I don't think, oh okay, Kiwi does take down another. A little bit of damage, maybe not quite enough to be fatal, but they'll be happy enough with some of what they've done here.
Yeah, to get an upgrade as well.
Back on the buy here for FUT though. Weaponry to play with, full kit of util.
One suppressed.
Early information on Angel. That's about it. Shao going to be joining in unison here as they work their way around. As much as, yes, cRaxs is dedicated, the rest sitting a little bit deeper. That's a dangerous swing.
Yeah.
That's a
There's
very dangerous swing.
a ton of bodies behind this. Actually, Atsu takes contact for him.
The shot! Oh, wow, through the wall. And the second attempt to that one. Maybe a little overzealous, maybe a little overconsidered, but cRaxs readjusting, turns the flash off the decoy, basically. But the cross is being out. How has FALLEN found both of those players there? Don't expect the player in the tower! But cRaxs snaps! You're an Na'Vi fan out there.
It's another must-win.
It has to happen here. A little bit of presence shown towards A, but no follow-up from it for Na'Vi. They're looking towards that B side, but look at the bodies here. It's a 4-play stack from FUT.
My ult's ready. Out of charges.
Okay, ult orb did get collected, so cNed does have that ult to play with. Maybe a second glance back towards A.
Here.
MOJJ has got a retake set up. It may be even looking to get a kill off that trip towards sand. Well, at least that choke point coming out. So yeah, going to clear a lot of space here, though. Does he spot?
Here.
Yeah, he actually is going to find MOJJ.
Oh,
Paranoia
it's
is
good.
perfect.
Yeah, see, he needs to close this down, though. Oh, dear. Oh. Well, now there's problems. Down to 4, they still need to make this site work.
Orbital strike available as well to deny the plant. No, it's invested here. Just spam Kung Fu, no. Angel gets to keep his life. Actually looking to combo here, but nothing on site here.
No, it's given them 30 seconds still to play with, but that cross is still
30 seconds left.
under scrutiny. Late flank from cRaxs could come in. And SUYGETSU looking elsewhere.
Yeah, caught sleeping. Be a mini-map moment here, but
Yeah.
dealt with now. MOJJ will find it. Zyppan will respond.
Okay, now they're going to try and get that spike down. Maybe feeling they've got a little bit of security, or they need something at least on their side. Angel's been waiting, and it does manage to be rewarded. Zyppan still alive on 45. Angel and Shao, though. Keep in mind, Shao's already got that Sheriff still double stacked up towards the door. FUT try and clear. They know what's going their way now. Zyppan given a chance, and he takes it with both hands. Finding MOJJ and ataKaptan. This is now down to just Fallen, who's got
What?
Angel. 11 HP, though. Surely not enough here, right? What's the plan?
Can he get wallbang there?
Someone check on this man. He's toying with their hearts. He's pulling at their heartstrings. 11 HP. It ain't much to deal with. They've got to close the gap now, and there they are. Zyppan's there. But I didn't love that plant at all. They've done enough to damage the economy down to this point, but I'm still nervous. I'm still worried about anytime I see a rifle still around. I still see Sheriffs. I see Kiwi one away from all.
One away, now got it. And I'm worried whenever he has it. It's been so influential for FUT today. RP though, retrieve the orb. And it's only Ata to hold down the fort towards A site. No information actually gathered on the back of this just yet. A creep through underpass, but it's behind the curve.
They're going to be in the right place. Maybe just behind, but I'm waiting to see if Kiwi commits. Site take coming in, Paranoia saying they were going to put all towards it, but the ult is there. Not this time, Angel too sharp today. Kiwi's gone down, they've lost the punch to this round. cRaxs though finds a fight, but it's not going to be enough. It's just that rifle left here, and it's not going to have the timing he'd want. Already seen, already thought through by Shao.
And the Viper's bit, so opportunity maybe to pave the way and get that pit down in a post plant.
And the commitment from Kiwi is over towards Dish, so that's his space to command. He's going to hold that. You can see what Na'Vi are up to.
Have the spike.
Slowly creeping towards that B tower. Shao going to take the TP. Not a contact piece. Utility shown. And Shao just closing that gap. cRaxs is going to be noted off this. And he's going to have to fall away and respect what's just been put towards him. So they will get that arcade control, but do they take much off the back of it? The Paranoia needs commitment through this. Shao needs to close down this gap. So much was put towards cRaxs! And he's found two! The entirety of Na'Vi's utility got put just to dealing with him, and he's still found so much value off that.
That is huge from cRaxs. That's a favourable position now for FUT. A 4v3 for them. Spike still hasn't crossed the site. And an operator here now.
What do they have to cross with? There's so little utility to try and make this comfortable. There's the wall. They better make it count.
30 seconds left.
Towards the site they creep. cNed tasked to try and get that spike down. Anyone to stop it?
It's an
Not right
awkward
now.
plant as well.
Spike planted.
Welcome to my
Okay,
world.
Viper's Pit wants to secure this. Wants to keep it out of touching distance from FUT.
It's got the fault line combo with the aftershock here for tower. I'm not sure if it will reach though with SUYGETSU playing a deep position. And Angel in a big swing position here.
They're looking to try and clear him though. Pushing down deeper, two of them. One more committed than the other, and Angel might have a shot at this. He's napping cNed to get to with it all to do. The angle wasn't bad for it. Fallen finds SUYGETSU, and that is gonna be 12. I thought Na'Vi may have recovered that round over heroics from cRaxs, but no, FUT stabilizing. Shao with the operator. Giving it a go. Don't know how he's gonna fare against Kiwi here, but we're gonna see. He's gonna do really well. Fair enough, a headshot just to really make sure he's Put to his grave. That's a big first pick.
My ult's ready.
Still got this set up between Ata and cRaxs though.
Camera taken out.
No way, did you expect him that close? Zyppan is lucky.
Zyppan's smiling, he's like, well, yeah, you missed the fault line, mate. Nice little setup though. Immediately though, look at MrFaliN, he's repositioned across to be the third member for FUT here. The wrap through underpass still
Good read.
coming through on the backside of Arcade. I mean, the other thing now is that, yeah, I was going to say, does he have a pop flash now for Ata's contact?
Here comes that pressure towards the side. Spot one on it. Seeing it gonna play up. There it is, beautiful. Oh, he got away! There's no shot he got away. ataKaptan trying to get that rifle, get the upgrade and get back to business. This is beautiful to witness. Na'Vi held that little piece off the back of his ult, finds nothing, and they are sprinting towards A.
Shao, yes, this is huge actually, to get this control on site now with an operator, Lauren.
And SUYGETSU even going to find cRaxs here. That's the value. Shao delivering smoke now in place. The cross is going to be there. 8 seconds. They need to get this down. Anything to stop it? No. Angel is going to commit. Get that done. Hold on, ataKaptan!
He's got 2!
How's he found 2 here? And now down to the 2v2.
He's got his ultimate!
Oh, but the spray and the orbital strike is there. And it's all in SUYGETSU's hands. He's got to watch that cross. Finds one. He needs another, though. He wants to buy time. He wants to do everything he can.
5 HP.
Oh, he's down to
He's
one.
won.
Flash goes